Hello.
Hello.
We are back. Nice to have us back.
Yes. So today at Connected Soul, we are going to talk about how do you raise your vibration.
Yes.
Okay. How to raise good vibes.
So,
Yeah.
but before that, just give us a little while so we can share to the group. We can also wait for some friends to come in as well. Hang on. You're right. There isn't watch party. Where are you? Anybody coming in? It would be good to like and share as well, so we can see why are we feeling happy most of the time.
Yes. And I think a lot of times we are just so absorbed by the things around us. So I think it's very important to know how to raise your vibration.
And not to
vibes.
neglect
Yeah,
ourselves.
correct.
Yeah, that's very important. Okay.
So give us a little more time so that we can invite more people to join us.
Yeah, I'm trying to see where's the watch party thing again.
Whoever knows how
Strange.
to...
No, but yesterday I had it and today I don't see it. So strange. Maybe it's here. I don't know. I'm gonna try it.
yeah, I think so. So we just want to reintroduce ourselves. Okay, so we are Connected Soul. Okay, I'm Crystal and this is Winnie. Okay, so Connected Soul is a platform where we want to inspire people to connect to their inner self. And especially when, these days we often neglect about, self-care and self-love. So this is a platform where we want to inspire everyone to take a moment to connect to yourself, especially the inner self, and be aware of who you are and things like that.
Yeah.
So every week we will have this live video session. So hoping to connect with more like-minded people.
Yeah.
And especially where, if you have any questions, regarding like spiritual wellness or even like
Mental wellness as well.
Correct,
It's
yeah.
really important.
So in fact, a lot of things are very much
Interlinked.
Correct. Yeah. So I personally feel that we've been through things in life, and we hope that by sharing our experience and also like the support system that we have, and the things that we are doing that is helping us to raise our own vibration, so hence this platform is created.
Yeah. So just to share with our international friends, we are located in Singapore. So we usually broadcast this every Thursday at 3 p.m. Singapore time. All right. So do take note what time it is in your local time so that you can join us weekly. All right. So we just wait a little more and also to do some posting.
Yeah.
Okay. I am quite So if you are here to join us, do share a comment with us, just say hi, and also like and share as well. And also please like Connected Soul so that you can also follow through some posts that we will have that will help you to raise your vibration. So we do post some sharing that we come by as well, or even some thoughts that we sort of like maybe during our meditation, that something that comes enlighten us in our mind, and we feel that it's important to share to help to raise each other's vibration. And also maybe sometimes some of us are going through some situations that you may not know why things happen, So we just want to share what has been going on in our life and why and how it brought us to where we are now, and what are the things that we're doing now to keep this happy.
Yes.
It's not complicated. It's really not complicated.
Correct, yeah. So it's actually very, the things that we do are pretty simple. Yeah. So we do practice meditation. Okay, and my personal experience with meditation is, it has been very amazing and sort of transformation for me.
Yeah.
Because it really quiets my mind, and I was able to connect within, and things like that. So somehow or other it has really helped me to move on the positive side. Yeah. So I'm not sure if whoever is online and is watching this video right now, perhaps you can share about your what are the ways that you have applied to raise your vibration.
I think it would be really good to share a little bit more about meditation, because similarly it has a very, very positive effect on me, on my life, and especially my mental health. It's something that I will not trade in for. Yeah, because every one of us, okay, at some point of time you would have gone through some mental stress, all right, and some of us would have also gone through the stage whereby it is not just a simple mental stress, but you have gone into simply depression, and we all know that all this kind of thing, it would affect your health as well.
Yeah.
So that's why I will simply say I will not trade in for that. And I'm not too sure, maybe some of us have heard of my so-called initial sharing on why did I embark onto meditation. Okay, it was something that wasn't there isn't any spiritual intention at all. It was simply because I noticed that there's a lot of high flyers, the CEOs, the COOs, and Hollywood stars. They are doing meditation, and even some pretty successful business people that I know. So one of the practice that they do on a daily basis is meditation. So for me, right, it was simply because I wanted the success that they have. So I just want to know,
so it's very much like a success-driven kind of meditation.
So it's, there are so many posts out there, right, to know things like what keeps the CEO awake at night. What are the practices of the millionaire? And what are the practices of successful people on a daily basis? So these are some of the things that I was striving. So when I saw meditation keep coming up, I was like, maybe there's a secret to that. I'm sure there's a secret to success by doing that.
Yes, so, I'm sure.
And I was honestly, my ego was sky high. I was really, really proud. Didn't want to ask how to do it, but one of my friends actually practiced meditation for many years. Yeah, and he was very kind to offer to coach, to mentor me how you can do that. And I remember I rejected over and over again. No, it's okay. Because I just kind of like always link meditation to religious practice.
Right. I think it's a very common notion that people who practice meditation is very much religion related. But that is not the truth.
No, that is not.
Yeah, because, because for meditation, it's very much about
it's really connecting within yourself.
Correct.
It's really listening to what you really want to know, what you really want to hear, finding out the answers that you have been asking, have been trying to find. You know, a lot of times we seek out external. External, like, you know, we Google to find answer, we go to workshops to find answer, we ask a lot of things to find answers, and we never found the best answer that we feel right about.
Yeah.
And that sometimes will make us feel down. And when you feel down, right, obviously your vibration goes lower, right? Goes lower, okay? So when I started out meditation, it was really simple because like now, right, I will really, really highly recommend meditation to any of my friends, all right? Anybody who asks me. Even if you are, you know, international friends who are watching us, I will also highly recommend, because recently I joined a lot of spiritual groups because I felt that, you know, there is a need for me to share my experience when I see something comes up, and I just like to share a comment. And many of us on this platform, they have not really actually started meditation, so, and still seeking for the answer. So my answer, and many of us, you know, is always going back to meditation. It's just simply reconnect with who you really are. Why are you here? You know, we have to know that we are not on this earth for the purpose of being born, grow up, work, form a family, and grow old and die. No, it's not. Yeah, life is not this sad. There is actually, as I meditate, in fact, okay, how I actually started, right? Because this is the most common thing I hear. I don't know how to meditate. I cannot, you know?
Yeah.
So I also had the same situation. In fact, I thought, if I were to sit quietly for 5 minutes, am I going to waste 5 minutes of my life? It was a genuine question I asked myself.
Yeah.
Because I'm such a fast-paced person, I was so afraid to waste time. And I think 5 minutes for me to do that, right, it is not okay. What if it's not fruitful? What if? You know, there's so many what if. So I went to YouTube and learned, and I remember I searched for meditation without religion. You know?
Okay.
I was so afraid that somebody would try to coax me into religion. So, and it was very simple. It was just simply say that set your phone alarm to 5 minutes. Then set your phone on silent mode so that there's no messages comes in, you will not be distracted. And just sit comfortably at somewhere. Sit, okay? Try to sit. Then just focus on your breathing. So that 5 minutes, just focus on breathing slowly. Deep breath in, and then exhale out. That's all. So the first time when I did meditation and I achieved that when the alarm rang, I was like, oh my God, did I completed that 5 minutes? And it felt really, really good. Yeah, and it felt really good. I couldn't explain that kind of feeling. It's not just, firstly, it was an achievement that I actually could sit through 5 minutes.
Yeah.
Then secondly, I felt a strange way of slightly rejuvenated. Very refreshed. And I couldn't understand why.
Does it happen after your first meditation?
First.
Wow, okay.
I couldn't understand why. Why is it that I suddenly feel that it's almost like I had a very good night's sleep kind of feeling. Okay. Yeah. Because my mind is always so fast-paced. Even when I sleep, there's like a lot of things going on. So that 5 minutes was like, wow. And I realized it was essential for us to calm our inner self, calm within. Because there are so many things going on in our life that our mind, right, just refused to slow down. But you actually have a choice to do that.
Yeah. So really it's about setting a time.
Correct.
Like 5 to 10, 15 minutes.
For the start, yeah.
Correct, yeah. So having to do a meditation at least once a day, I think it's one of the good ways to kickstart to raise your good vibes.
Yeah.
Correct, yeah.
So it went on to you know, intuitively. So I don't use timer at all. Then I even like went on to like an hour.
Okay.
Because you're just so immersed in that comfort when you kind of like go into deep meditation. there are things that I realize, right? There have been questions that I've been asking, trying to find out how should I handle this situation? How should I face this person? Is this person, should I keep this friend anymore? That kind of thing.
Correct,
or should I still be angry with the person? These are the questions I actually ask, like, you have a lot of internal conversation every day, right? So I actually get a lot of all these answers during my meditation.
Yeah.
And some of my religious friends, okay, they would disagree with doing meditation because they felt that it is like emptying your mind. When you empty your mind, it's a vacuum, right? You allow the evil forces to enter your mind.
Okay.
Wrong. It's really about who you are and how you control, okay? It doesn't mean that you empty your mind, then whatever evil spirit, all this thing can come in. Yeah, probably, but it also depends on how pure your heart is. If your intention is always to, I want this thing to harm someone, then obviously, you attract that kind of dark energy, you attract that kind of bad vibration stuff, then that I cannot guarantee, okay? But yeah, if you keep your heart as pure as possible,
I think, okay, because I think for a beginner, right, to start off with meditation, just keep a very simple mind.
Correct.
It's just to spend time by yourself. I mean, considering it as part of a self-care routine.
Yes.
Okay, so just spend that, 5-10 minutes just sitting down in a comfortable position. And whether you want to listen with very soothing music, or or you just want to be in a very quiet environment, just sit down and close your eyes and breathe. Concentrate on your breathing, and I think that is good enough to start.
Yeah.
So. Whether you are able to find answers while doing meditation is very much about how
personal.
How attuned you are to your inner self.
Yeah.
Because like for my personal experience is that there bound to be some questions that I want to know. Some answers that I want to know. But I just try not to think about it. But somehow or other, when my mind is being very quiet, very calm, very at peace, and somehow or other, some answers just surface. Yeah. So let's just not make it like very difficult to understand.
It's not.
Yeah. So really,
when
just
you start practicing, you will know how easy it is actually.
So if you want to start off with something super easy, okay, you can go to our Facebook page.
Correct.
We have the 21 days
affirmation meditation.
Correct.
So it's a guided meditation. 99 phases that you can actually follow us. Okay, so 21 days sets a habit. So hence the 21 days, all right? And it's very important that when you do meditation as such, which is a guided one, for affirmation, you say it out, you also digest it back into your system to believe that. Your belief is so important, okay? Yeah. So one of the way, of course, like we say, meditation, and other things, it would be we practice a lot of mindfulness. Yeah. So what are some of the mindful practice that you do?
Well, mindfulness as in being very consciously aware of my emotions.
Yes.
Be very mindfully, consciously aware of my surroundings. Because mindfulness is, you need to be very aware of your senses. Like how are you feeling? What are the things that you see? What are the things that you hear? It's like everything, 360 degree of your surrounding and as well as on yourself. So,
There's also your response back to every situation, everything that you see. So that's, to me, is mindfulness. She did mention something very important. Mindfulness is also about your emotion, okay? Because when I started practicing mindfulness, right, simply just slowing down my pace in life and not having too many, unrealistic goals for myself.
Yeah.
Okay. Honestly, for me, I'm someone that if I set a goal for myself, I will strive to achieve no matter how. Yeah.
Okay.
But of course, I don't do things that harm people. But you know, a lot of times, the so-called the harm, right, actually comes back to myself. Yeah, because I will sacrifice sleep. I will sacrifice a lot of things just to achieve what I want.
Okay.
So that, you know, sometimes when you achieve that result, especially like maybe in career-wise, you feel the satisfaction, okay, in the achievement in that something.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, right, at the end of the whole project that I completed, I will always feel an emptiness.
Okay.
Why? You know, I would have sacrificed something, family as well. So, and I also realized that being mindful, it helps me to be a lot less angry. I used to be very quick-tempered, seriously quick-tempered.
Okay.
So now I can proudly say that I am slow to anger. But doesn't mean no anger. If I tell you no anger, I'm lying. Okay? Yeah, slow, very slow to anger, to the point that
because you start to aware
yeah,
of your emotions.
I don't need to.
Okay.
There are certain things, it just didn't need to garner that kind of reaction.
Yeah, true.
You know, because sometimes, actually for me, right, every time like after I get really angry, I hardly get like super angry because I'm a Cancer. When Cancer are angry, it's quite scary. We usually don't get angry. We just, okay, keep. But once you get really angry, it's a huge explosion.
Okay.
So these days, my explosion is really very little. So little. And I would know exactly when it is, the feeling is there already.
Okay.
So instead of letting it go there, I will quickly do some other things. Like,
as in like to divert your attention.
Yeah, so one of those things that I do is I do a lot of nature walk. Just getting out.
Nature walk is also part of ways to correct, and also
raise your vibe.
Yeah, correct. Yeah, and I think also for being very mindful, you also able to appreciate things more.
Yes, really.
Yeah, like you can be more appreciative of the environment you are in. You know, maybe some little things that you don't usually notice.
Really?
But when you are being very mindful, you start to notice that, hey, you know, these things I never encounter.
Yeah, I never noticed it has been there, you know.
Yeah.
And also you start to be very thankful and very appreciative of a lot of things. Like, because I do take my walks, and during the walks, right, I do brisk walking, I will actually listen to some YouTube videos and all those that can raise my vibration as well, or for me to find out something, you know, or to also learn something about more about like spirituality, or you know, how to be a better person, how do you cope with like anger, that kind of thing, you know, anything that comes. I actually watch Sadhguru's video a lot. Yeah, so that has actually helped me. It's like a mental food for me.
Yeah.
So it's very, very useful.
Okay, and I want to share something. Okay, another way to raise your vibration is
water.
We use this.
Water.
Yeah.
Okay.
We use this. Okay.
Yes.
So this one. Okay, you may want to
fragrance. Like I would say, the fragrance from essential oil. Okay. So this is also another thing that I used and I do for raising vibration, because the water that we use, right, is not just any water, okay? It is actually moon charged water. So we will use crystals as well while we charge this this mist here, okay? So this one is good vibes, all right? So this will be something, and we also add in crystals, okay? You frequently use like amethyst, clear quartz, and also, I think for this there's citrine in it. Yeah. So we have different concoction for different usage, all right? So this is for good vibes, and there is essential oil in it. Essential oil is almost like you congest all the goodness of the nature into that small little bottle, okay? And you must get the real essential oil, not the synthetic
Correct.
kind, okay? And that I also learned that white essential oil are very expensive. Yeah, because I used to be a cheapo and go for the cheap one. I said, they still smell good, you know. I mean, if you just want to make your house smell nice, of course, that's no problem.
Yeah.
But if you are striving for something more, for more energetic level, right, then you really, really need the real essential oil, okay?
Yeah.
Because like for the rose, it's very expensive.
Correct.
Okay, you need like 10,000 petals just to make that many milliliters only. So
In
that's
fact,
why it's very
maybe one drop,
expensive.
but
That's
yeah,
why it's very expensive.
expensive, yeah.
Okay, so now I learn to appreciate. So this one, okay, this is something that we do, that we concoct,
Yeah.
and we also set intention before we bottle all this.
Yeah.
Okay, every single bottle.
Okay, so I mean, we just want to share this very quickly.
Yeah.
Okay, because you know, sometimes when we want to raise vibration, there can be some resources or tools that you can use. So this is some of the things that we use.
Yeah.
Almost every day. Okay, so we are launching. I mean, we have launched this 7 types of moon water spray.
Yeah.
Okay, so all these 7 sprays are very, very powerful. So each spray comes with a different purpose.
Yeah.
So like this one is Love Thyself. Okay, so Love Thyself is when we are So we, you know, like when you need some good vibes and boost your, you know, your aura and things like that. So we have this. Yeah.
Okay, and also for space cleansing. All right. So sometimes, right, especially for some of us, we actually practice like burning Palo Santo, you know, frankincense and all this.
Yeah.
So this will also be a good one that you can just spray in your environment. You can also spray on yourself. Okay. I once had this so-called this joke when I was like very initial of my spiritual journey. That a friend, okay, a mentor, he was sharing with me about myself, that I am, put it this way, spirituality wise, right, I can actually really raise pretty fast. And also at the same time, if I choose not to be in the light, I can be in the dark. You know, so there are people who are really on track on the light side and people on the dark side, right? So my kind of like, I can either choose either way. So I was like having a good laugh. Then I was saying that, oh, maybe I should just use the Palo Santo and just smudge on myself. You know, that was meant to be a joke. And literally, yes. I was like, what? And I have been doing that.
I also been told that like after like I showered, okay, can always use the Palo Santo, just burn it and, you know, just smudge around myself. Okay, by doing that is actually to remove the negative
energy.
Yeah. So because sometimes when you are so frustrated with life, you know, you after a long day you're so tired and just so sick of everything. It's good to you just cleanse away all the bad stuff, the bad vibes.
So all this thing that we share and practice, right, is really something that we have been practicing for months. And we saw the difference. We really, really saw the difference for both of us, you know.
Yeah.
She used to be very, very easily agitated. Because she has 2 young kids
And now
as well.
I'm very calm.
Yeah, now she can actually
I even have the patience.
Pause and react to something very differently. To the extent that her family were like, they were not expecting this reaction from her, you know.
This is why it is very important to connect back to your inner self.
Yeah.
Because now I'm just so at peace with a lot of things. And I just feel that nothing is impossible as long as, you know, you are aware of yourself and the things that you're dealing with. So yeah. And one thing is I practice gratitude a lot, heavily, every day.
Yeah, that is part of mindfulness practice. I also do that.
Yeah.
And I'm actually currently on a spiritual life coach course. And one of those things is that you got to check in on yourself on daily basis. What are your top 2 to 4 emotions that you go through that day? Okay, so when I was doing this, right, I was very, very glad that very quickly, I was able to put grateful and thankful. Because it's really from my heart. I really feel it so much. I'm very thankful for what I have. I'm very, very thankful and very grateful for everything, you know. And the ability to being able to do a live video, I'm also very thankful, because many people will feel that, you know, and you will get a lot of naysayers around you and around us now. We'll still say that, why are you doing this kind of thing, you know, why are you changing religion? I didn't change religion, okay? Yes, I used to be of one practice of religion, but now, right, I understand something very simple. It's all the same. It's all one universe. It's all the same God.
Yeah.
And we all should just see this whole thing as one whole itself. So I am neutral. What I believe now as a true religion is that you should be helpful, you should be grateful, you should always be looking at doing good for others.
Yeah.
That is the true religion.
Yeah.
Okay? Not like, you know, it shouldn't be that I feel that my religion is more superior than yours. Then it shouldn't be.
Yeah.
Yeah. And yesterday I read a post
Okay. About?
about, it was very interesting, it's from Instagram. Then I read this post. It says this: if your religion teach you to hate someone, it's time to change religion. I was like, so true. And I have actually heard of certain people commenting things like, you know, kind of like putting down the other religion. I was like, no, actually, there's really just only one religion, okay? That is being kind, being good, being helpful, being pure in your heart as much as you can.
Well, religion topics can be very subjective.
It is,
And
it
it can
is.
be very offensive to certain group of people.
Yeah.
So, I mean, let's just remain neutral.
Neutral. That's
And,
why I think being
yeah.
neutral now, for me, being neutral, right? I just feel very thankful that I don't take sides in anything. I am just looking for, like when I go for my nature walk, if I see someone falls or, you know, or someone who needs help, I stop thinking. I used to think like, you know, they are like, you know, whatever status, sure, should I help them? Or I used to think that people who come forward to me and ask for money, all are frauds, all have bad intention, and I will give them the dirtiest look that I can. But these days, right, I choose to think that, well, it's no harm if I give $2.
Yeah.
You know, if this elderly
I think
gentleman asked,
I think for our international audience, they may not
understand.
correct. Yeah.
We have a very interesting, how do I put it?
Culture.
Yeah, here that we frequently have like some old folks coming up, you know, to ask for a couple of dollars, and people like my old me will think that it's a syndicate. Yeah, even selling tissue papers, you know, I will always think that they must be from a syndicate, but actually they simply just need to make their living, you know. So I learned to think otherwise, and it makes me feel a lot better, a lot more at peace with myself.
So, well, in order to raise your vibration,
don't
just
be so
simply
suspicious about people all the time.
be
as
kind
well.
and be
Yeah.
gracious and be generous if you can, you know, afford
Correct.
to help someone. Yeah.
Generosity, I think, is so important.
Correct,
You
yes.
give what you can, because if you give, somehow, right, it's a full circle. This kind of kindness will come back to you. Okay, so don't be afraid to help people.
Yeah. So by doing good, you are raising your vibration. So
Correct.
yeah, do more.
And also, I also try to make a conscious effort. Okay, this is something that is taught by a religious friend of mine that gave me 5 kind of like, you know, 5 things that you try to follow very much since as a meditator. I was like, well, it doesn't sound harmful at all. Say, don't lie, don't kill, don't steal, you know, and don't get into somebody else's relationship, and you know, don't like go and do something dark. I think it's not that difficult. The
Okay.
only thing that I would say that is the most difficult, right, is the lying.
Oh.
Because white lie is actually still a lie.
Oh, I was about to ask, like, white lie, okay.
It's still a lie. Yeah.
But if it's a lie to help someone,
In what sense?
Like if you...
I actually asked this question before.
Okay.
So the best way is to be silent.
Oh.
Yeah. So it was very difficult
Safer
initially.
to just
Correct.
not say anything. Okay.
So it was very difficult initially, but I realized, right, after months of practicing like that, it crazy raised my vibration. I become very, very sensitive spiritually, and it has also, in a way, opened a lot of like maybe psychic ability as well for myself. Okay, and the other thing that I also do, diet.
Okay.
Food that you eat. Okay, yeah. So try to eat whole food as much as possible. Processed food, junk food, all those. These are the things that it does not raise your vibration at all. Okay, so try your very best not to. And for me, I took it to another level, which is that I stopped eating meat on the whole.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you've been a vegetarian for like
Since May. And
6 months already.
6 months.
Yeah.
So, and no craving at all. I just suddenly stopped wanting to eat meat. So one is obviously is for health as well, because I think meat has high level of cortisol level, so which is the stress hormones, which is not good for you at all. Then on the other hand is also because of meditation, you know, and then also doing a lot of nature walks. You really get to see, and I also did stray dog feeding as well. So when you get in touch with all these creations, right?
Yeah.
Animals, the life, the trees and everything, you start to be more aware about the environment, really. And I even start to do recycling.
Okay.
I start to be more aware about heat, you know, the global heat emission and all those things. So I would say that all these are mindful practice.
True. And I also want to explain, like, because throughout this whole session we are talking about how to raise your vibration, how to raise good vibes, right?
Yep.
So I believe some of you may not really understand like what is that all about. So I think okay, so here says you can tell what your vibration is. Okay, sorry, message. Okay, so you can tell what your vibration is anytime by how you feel. Okay, so your emotions are an indicator. Okay, so basically, like if you are always feeling lousy, not good enough, or you just feel that why are all the bad things happening to me? You know, I'm so sad, I'm so depressed. Why am I not healthy? You know, constantly complaining about the things that you're experiencing at the moment, that is an indication that your vibration is low.
Yeah.
Okay, so when you see certain people where they constantly looking very happy, very energetic, and always so full of life, these people are usually the ones who is having a very high vibration.
It's also very important to surround yourself with the right people. If you're always in your group, right, you're always with low vibration people, obviously you get influence. Your energy get influence. Even though if you're the only high vibration person, from, you know, after some time, right, it will actually drag you down. Okay, so make a conscious effort to surround yourself with high vibration people. Okay,
so a good indication is you know, hang out with people who constantly give people support, you know, encouragement, you know, always happy, always on the positive side.
and thankful.
Correct. So hanging out with this group of people, they will help to raise your vibration because you feel good hanging out with them.
And also don't be afraid to so-called lose some people in your life, really. Don't be afraid to. I have actually kind of like cut out quite a lot of people. Okay, not myself wanting to cut out. I didn't make that kind of effort. But it's just that when they feel that you are not in sync with them anymore, you don't say the kind of crude things that we used to say. You don't use your words to kill people as like what I used to do anymore. They will just start to feel that you're not one of us. Then so be it.
This is
So
what it's
be
called
it.
Energetically
Correct.
unmatched.
Yeah, so
Yeah.
be it. Let it be. Because once you raise your vibration, right? Let's say when you do all those things, you know, especially like in office, right? We have a lot of office politics, a lot of gossips and bitching around, right? So usually all those things it stays here, okay, or even lower. So when you stop doing that, your vibration just go higher. So you see the gap there,
Yeah.
and they cannot chase up anymore, and you refuse to go down. Keep going up. So it's okay to drop them. Why? Because here is another group of very high vibrational people who are ready to support you. Okay, people who are at a lower vibration, right? Let's say if you need help, what will they ask? They will tell you, you need my help. What's the trade-off? They always ask you, so when are you going to return this favor back to me? But when you're at high vibration, and people who are at high vibration, they only focus on you, focus on helping you to get through then. And let's be happy together, you know, that's all. That isn't like, okay, today I help you, tomorrow you need to help me back, that kind of thing, okay? Yeah.
If you're helping somebody, you don't ask anything
Don't
back in
expect.
return.
Correct.
Yeah, so that's one way to
Raise your vibration as
Yeah.
well.
So it's very important that we should always be on the good side, because I mean the world is like in a mess.
Oh, talk
And-
about that.
So I mean we just do our part, you know, be a better person, you know, do help others whenever you can, and always be the supportive, you know, people that you lift other people's up. You are lifting yourself up as well.
I have something to
Yeah.
comment about when you talk about the world, right? I noticed that it has been a very consistent pattern that is running and operating by a fear base, which is not good, really not good. Why do you need to scare people all the time? You know, politics, they use some fear-based things as well, you know, and a lot of things around, using a lot of fear-based. Even like, let's say, sometimes we want to encourage our children. We also use fear-based. If you don't do this, this is what is going to happen. You've got to face the consequence yourself, you know. I am guilty of that, honestly, as a mother. Sometimes I will very unconsciously you use some fear-based thing to tell your child, you know, because exam and stuff. So, but when I realized that, because she reminded me, you know, so it's very important to stick around with people at the same vibration. When she reminded me that perhaps you should take another approach to talk to your child. So I'm like, yeah, you're right. What have I been doing? And it helps me so much with my communication as well. And we had really, really good heart-to-heart talk, you know. So I realized, wow, it's really so important. And vice versa. There were days that she also had like, you know, almost going to flare up moment. Then I will suddenly remind her. You know, that's why you see the importance of sticking with people at the same vibration.
Yeah. So just be very mindful about who you hang out with,
Yeah.
and life will be different, so
Yeah.
much different.
So the
Yeah.
other thing, like some energetic things, right? Sunlight, moonlight. It is also very important. Hence, the moon water, the moon charged water. Okay, so this is because we really want to raise vibration for you, and that's why we even use moon charged water for that matter. And we also even you know, went into understanding the different kind of moon, full moon and new moon, and what sort of moon they are throughout the whole year, and what is it good for. Like coming, there will be a Scorpio, a new moon in Scorpio as well. So what are, you know, the good stuff about it? What should you do about it? What can you do about it? And that's where we concoct this spray. Okay, so we have some very limited harvest moon water, which we will launch it probably most likely for Christmas. Yeah. So do check us and do follow us to find out what is our promotion. It's both for Singapore and internationally. Okay, so we're setting up our online store for international friends to make purchases. Yeah, so we're going to show you the bag, which is for our Christmas. Ta-da! See? So
okay,
pretty.
yeah. So the packaging will be something like
Something
this.
like that.
Yeah.
Okay.
So every purchase of the okay. In fact, because right now we are having this promotion.
Yeah.
Okay. The usual price is at $38.
Sing dollar.
Yeah. So right now we are having this at
Single days
yeah.
sale.
So it's $33. Okay. So the promotion will last till 20th of November. Okay. So if you need, I mean, if you have any questions, you know, you can always drop us a message. Okay. So we will show you. But all the product details are listed on our page as well.
Yep.
So please like, subscribe our page so that you can constantly get the updates from us. Because from time to time we will share very useful information, be it motivational quote or the products that you know we are carrying. And most importantly is we want to spread love, positivity and light to everyone. And I know that my friends could be watching this, and some people may not really understand like what am I trying to do, right?
Same.
It's okay, because at the end of the day, I mean the end goal is really just to help others.
Correct.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Because we've been through quite a lot of things in life, and it's really important to get back on your feet. And able to share and help others who may be facing the same things in life. Yeah. So whether it's the same incident or not, I'm sure everyone have some struggles in life, be it health or work or financially or love.
Like how we became such good friend and business partner, right? We were business partner for doing some beauty and healthcare products, okay? But we were not like really working very closely. We probably met like one time only. So it's just that because of obviously we were Facebook friends, so because we met at one of the events, then we just added. But never chats, never talked after that. But I saw that, I saw her post. It was changed. I felt like something different about it.
Bad vibes.
Yeah. I felt she was angry, and something could have been going on in her life, and I kind of felt exactly what it was. Yeah, because and honestly, during then I haven't started like all this spirituality and meditation, but I already set a very, very firm, very clear intention of what I want to do in my life. Which is to help people, help single parents especially, and people who are going through difficult moments in life. These are really my passion. It's really my passion to help, okay? So when I sensed that thing going on, like could there be some relationship issues that she was going through and stuff like that, so I actually text her or PM her on Facebook. We don't even have each other's number, can you believe it? Yeah. So then met her up and realized, oh yeah, she was going through a little bit of situation in life then. Yeah. So, that's why I was saying that it's very important that you need to be helpful, to recognize that there are people who are around you going through situations, okay? And don't be afraid to reach out to help. Obviously, if someone you reach out and then they are not receptive, it's okay.
It's okay.
Yeah, then just walk away from them.
Yeah,
okay.
I think it should be. Like when somebody is not ready to open up to you, right? By sharing, like by saying things like, I know that you are not ready. But I just want you to know that I'm always here for you.
Correct.
I think that is good enough already.
It's also very important not to be pushy. Really.
Correct, yeah. And you just need to give that assurance to that person to know that support is here, okay, and I think that is good enough. And just don't do things that like gossip.
I think it's very important not to leave a bitter note if the person is not receptive. Don't say things like, I offered my help today, so if you aren't right, you bear with the consequence yourself. Don't say things like that.
Yeah, I mean, people who say, I don't know, do they come out of good intention?
Yeah, I'm not very sure too.
Like, what are you trying to prove?
It's very it's very ego driven.
Exactly. Yeah. So don't be so egoistic. Okay. So if you genuinely want to help people, then just help wherever you can. But if that person is not receptive, then not ready to share, then
I just have to say this, okay, to our friends or people who know us, okay. The change that we are going through or have been going through, look at it, is for good, okay?
Yes.
Don't think that we are into some kind of like strange thing,
cult practice,
bongers. yeah, don't.
No, we are just very simple, everything just go into very simple.
Yes,
okay,
yes.
we just go with the flow.
Correct.
And we believe that the universe or the highest power, okay, is the one who is helping us. Okay, how should I put it? Like when you are vibrationally connected to the universe, okay, whatever things that you want, the universe will give it to you.
Whatever, how logical, I used to be a super logical person. If you don't give me the facts, the science and everything, you don't talk to me, Yeah. But once you get into this, you realize a lot of things science cannot explain, because if you feel it here. And I never had this kind of peace for so long. I have been looking for this peace, and I was thinking that I'll probably have this kind of peace when I retire.
Okay.
Wow. And I don't know when it's going to happen. There's so many things I want to do, but I never done it. Like what I'm doing now is to me is I am living my dream. Really, I always wanted to influence people in a good way, to share my life, to motivate someone. But I was very much in the corporate world, because I just felt that that's how the world operates, right?
Yeah.
And we just need to follow along what is out there in the world. But it wasn't bringing me any happiness at all. It was taking a toll on my health, my mental health.
I'm sure, because in the corporate world, you cannot be too emotional, or you cannot do things in a very personal way, because it's a very fast-paced, environment. So if you are if you do things in a very personal level, you definitely will be affected. So that's why they say it's like a dog eat dog world.
Yeah. So and also in this kind of corporate environment, right? There's a lot of relationship strain. So that's why I was saying that like myself, I had also gone through different kind of people relationship as well. And some people you just trust them, but in the end, right? They are the one who really bites you really, really hard.
I got that.
Correct, Lord. That's why I was saying that, this kind of relationship issue, right, with people, and they always come forward like, I'm your best pal, I will help you. And you just stupidly believe it, and then things happened, and you start to feel that emotional drain, the mental drain, and you lose trust in people. I think the biggest thing is when someone loses trust, and you stop believing in everything around you. And that is pretty scary. Okay, so for me is I picked up the journey of trusting people. I stopped being crazy and overly sensitive and being very cautious about people. I stopped seeing people as everyone has a motive. But I was taught this way because, like anyone who knows me in the past, right, I will always behave very hostile to someone. They will always feel that I'm just super resting bitch face lah, won't smile lah.
Even before we were close,
yeah,
I always feel that you have a very intimidating aura around you.
That's how most people, and in fact everyone, would feel the same. That was my intention as well, I would say, because
It's
I will
also a
always
part
put up
of a protective mechanism that you put up.
it is.
Yeah.
But when I was told by a friend who actually meditated for many years, right, that we should always approach people 100% first, okay? And so you don't give like, you know, the kind of like stare and vibe or whatever, approach someone new with 100%. But as the conversation goes on, you realize this person, something isn't really right, cut the 100% to 80.
Yeah.
And then as the conversation goes, you know where you need to stand.
Yeah.
Or as the interaction goes, you know.
Yeah.
But of course, if the person is whom you feel that is within your vibration, within your tribe, right? Then it soars from the 100%. And hence, you know, so that's why we become like a family. And it's so important to find that your family can't be that huge, right? But you always treat family very differently.
Yeah.
So it's just good to identify your family just by the vibes.
Correct. Yes. So let's just do a summary of what we have shared on the ways to raise your vibration.
Yeah.
Okay, so one of it is by doing meditation, by being very mindful, by practicing gratitude,
Yeah.
by walking in the nature, by using tools like this.
Yes.
Yeah, and there are actually many other ways, but these are the ways that we have
Some
been.
of those.
Yeah.
And one more that we start
doing.
practicing as well, we start to wear more vibrant colors.
Ah, yes. Yes, yes.
And it
yes.
does change. It does change.
Yeah, so I do notice that when I was in a very low vibe phase, right, I tend to want to wear black colors or even dark colors. So mostly my clothes are just black colors. But ever since, you know, I've been like raising my vibration and, you know, every day just feeling so happy, and black is no longer my color.
Yeah, same.
I wanted colors that are so, what's it, just okay, like a very bright color clothings, colorful,
happy colors.
Happy colors, correct. So I think it's also part of the process where you are aware that you are on a higher vibration frequency. You tend to like things that are brighter, cheerful colors.
See.
Yeah,
See.
yeah.
See.
So yes, and we also hope that we can, you know, do more exchange, you know, over the live video. So but at any time, if you have any questions, if you're watching the replay, can always you know,
Leave
comment.
a comment, or you
Yeah.
can also private message us as well. We are happy to answer any queries that we can, if we can. All right. So follow us on Instagram as well, and Facebook.
Yeah. So our Facebook and Instagram handles are the same, Connected Soul SG, and please follow us so that we can have a. Sorry. So please follow us on Facebook and Instagram. We also have a YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Okay, so at the moment we only have one video up there. So we are constantly, you know, brainstorming on things that we can share and put it up on all these social media platforms. And really, truly from the bottom of our heart, we just want to help somebody.
Yes.
Yeah. So anytime, please share the content that you feel that it, you know, resonates to you.
Yeah, and if you want us to discuss on the topic, I mean, just shoot it to us, and we will get it prepared.
Yeah. Okay.
All right.
So yeah, we shall see everyone again next week. And,
Same time.
Yeah.
3 or
3.
3:30.
Yeah,
Around. Today we're a little
around
bit
this
late.
hour.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
usually it's about 3 p.m. Singapore time. Okay. So do have a great day ahead, and obviously a wonderful week and
Yeah.
weekend. All right. So stay in good vibe.
Bye.
Bye.